Welcome to another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto. So, I have a very, very special guest with me. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, Miss Kayla.
All right, and Miss Kayla, tell the people what you do
So currently I am in nursing school at USC Austin.
and how's that been for you since you started out down there?
Listen, I'm about to cry. Not for real, but the journey literally I didn't expect to go to nursing school. What brought me to it was I was going to try it. Like after graduating, I graduated from USC with public health. There is nothing to do with that degree unless you have like a master's. And I was like, I want to go back to school. I was like, "Mm." So I moved back home, started going to Trident. I was in their medical assistant program. And it was
Mhm.
one of the free programs. So I was like, why not? I finished that. I started working for Roper. And one of the ladies in the office was like, well, if you don't want to do this like your whole life, like go apply to something else. Because I was
Yeah.
telling her, like, I want to do med school. I want to be an OBGYN. Like, I want to deliver babies. And I thought about it and I said, med school? Hello.
No, for real.
Like, yeah, like I
No,
have
for
mental
real.
breakdowns at USC. I'm not gonna do that again. So I applied to MUSC's like accelerated bachelor's of science program.
Hmm.
Not thinking I was gonna get in because when I finished at USC, GPA was trash. I had to go back and take extra classes because your girl didn't graduate when I thought I graduated, but they let me walk that stage.
Hey,
That's
that's all that matters. That's all that matters for the man.
that's so I was like, all right. So when I got that email in December, it was like, you've been accepted. I said, mind you, I just started working again. No
Yeah.
money. How I'm gonna
Mm.
pay for school? I don't know. Like,
But you got to make something shake. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I was balling. I don't know how I got it, but we here. And I started and nursing is kind of like from like my perspective, it's mostly like a white kind of profession. So going in, we sitting in like our white coat ceremony and like you watching everybody walk across to see how many of us it is.
Yeah.
It's only like maybe 12, 15 at max
Out of how
out of
many?
like almost 100.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. They were like, oh, y'all are our biggest class. Like we have one, she's not an advisor, but she's our, oh, what is it? She does stuff for us. Like we have to sign off on stuff and make sure it's in on time. Like that's what she does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she'll pull us from class sometimes. We'll sit and talk with her. She's like, yeah, like y'all are our biggest class that we've had since having this program. And I was like, that's kind of upsetting. Like there's not that much of us in here. We don't have any black professors.
Dang. This is
And
why I gotta go back to because I graduated public health.
mhm.
Because at first, my first year I didn't go to USC. I went to Wingate.
I went to Winthrop my first year. So
No, Wingate. Now I went through. A lot of people get it confused. But yeah, so I transferred to USC for my sophomore year, right? And I'm like, okay, exercise science, exercise science. That math,
that's what it was for me. I transferred in with
God,
chemistry.
bruh, that math, it was like everything else. I was straight, and it was just the math. I just could not get right. So they was like, listen, if you don't do getting this math class again, like you gonna have to do something else.
Yeah.
So the devil was working in overtime. So I did not do good. And I was so hurt because I was like, bruh, when you see yourself doing something for so long,
Yeah.
so I had to switch to public health. All right, fast forward. I do public health, but I'm still trying to graduate on time. Bruh,
Mm-hmm.
I took like three summer classes in 2020, I think.
Yes.
Girl, first of free all. And okay, so it was kind of a blessing in disguise. I mean, COVID sucked, but
Hmm.
the money that we ended up getting
Yeah.
and all the classes being virtual still allowed me to work. So that's why
Hmm.
it was low key like, cause I would have had to be going on campus like every day just about with them 3 classes. So I still was making money, pay my rent and stuff. But I was an idiot. Like if what I know now, if I knew then, like, cause I'm working at the Panera by campus, and when it shut down, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, everything else fine, but I gotta, So I'm thinking, oh, I gotta get a job. I gotta get a job. So I get a job at the grocery store. Bruh, I didn't know the unemployment was gonna be kicking in like that. I was like, bruh, what I know now? And I just trying,
Same, because I didn't do that.
bruh, I
I
just trying
said,
to,
I got to find a job.
yeah, I'm like, I'm trying to be a citizen. And I also didn't know in the state of emergency, because at the time, I think, I was 21 when COVID hit. Yeah, 20.
Mhm.
I didn't know in the state of emergency that, you can't get evicted. Because I ain't never been in a state of emergency in my 21 years of living. So I'm like, bruh, I did all that for what? You know, but it's whatever. So I'm doing them classes. I'm working at Lowe's and volunteering or whatever with Salvation Army. So I'm like, bruh, I'm tired. So by the time like the fall came, I was so burnt out before spring. I was exhausted. I was so tired. And like back to what you said that with public health, like unless you have a master's, bruh, you really not gonna get a job for real. Like because my thing was being like being one of them people that had to work during school
Hmm.
and then doing all of that. It was like, bruh, grad school. No, like no, I'm not. I'm not going to grad school. Like I'm tired. I'm so tired. And then out in my mind, people kept telling me, they was like, especially my best friend, people kept telling me like, bro, go to grad school, go to grad school. I'm like, bro, if you knew the year I just had, you would not
Yeah.
go to grad school.
I'm staying in the house for a minute. Like, let
Oh
me
God,
debrief. Like, I
for
can't.
real. So, um, I moved to Atlanta, um, and I just like, bro, okay, I'm just gonna keep applying, keep applying, keep applying.
Mhm.
I wasn't hitting on nothing. So I was like, okay, bro, I'll go to grad school, but I'm taking a year off. Like I need a year. So I
Yeah.
did a little gap year, and then that's when I got into Liberty. But yeah, it's like with public health, I'm not gonna hold you like unless it's. I mean, you can find something at the hospital, maybe. It just
Yeah.
depends on like a research coordinator or program coordinator, something with program planning or implementing and research and data. But I don't want to do that. I was more of a hands
Yeah.
person. That's why I did exercise.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm like, man, yeah, I gotta go back to school. So I'm at school for exercise science. And fast forward now, I'm an exercise specialist at Delta. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
so it worked out. I'm still trying to transition into my next move.
Hmm.
But yeah, it just yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. The bachelor's, it depending on what your degree is in, that bachelor is not holding a weight no more.
It's
It's not
not
holding nothing, bruh. It's like
at
every
all.
job I applied to, it was like bachelor's, master's preferred, and I'm like, okay,
And I'm like, y'all gonna pay for me to get my master's?
eggs.
'Cause at this
No,
rate, like, I can't afford nothing. Like, I graduated, I'm sitting around everybody getting their jobs, and like,
yep.
one of my line sisters, she did public health too, and she got in with the CDC. Like, she is
Oh,
in Tennessee, living
mm-hmm.
her best life. And I'm like, oh, like,
Am
how'd
I
you
doing
get
something
that?
wrong?
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
felt. And she was like, oh, it was a program I applied to before I graduated. So, like, you got to do it right before you graduate. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. No, I can't do that. And now I gotta wait a whole nother year to apply because, like, I reached out to somebody there and they were like, yeah, you gotta wait. Like, application cycles doesn't start until like December of next year. Oh, cool, cool, cool.
That's
Hmm.
crazy. Like they gonna start trying to hire people in the fourth quarter?
It was like something crazy because, like, at the time when I was looking at it, I was just like, why is like, wait, like, y'all don't,
Yeah.
but they were looking for students who had like recently graduated. So I was
Uh,
like, that's understandable. I've been out for like a little minute now. I just graduated, but so I
yeah.
was like, I saw that. I was like, I told my mom, I was like, I want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And nursing school, like, it wasn't in my plan. Like, it wasn't in the books, but we had third semester. We almost done 5 more months. Like, if it wasn't for the ladies at work, my mama, and like the crew of girls that I got now, because like it's 7 of us left. Yeah, 7 of us left.
Out of the
And
12,
like, and we
man.
sit at we sit at a table together. That's why I told you, like, at 12 we going to talk golf. Like, we having like a girls' day because
Ah,
the semester we went through,
y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it.
especially with the professors, like, they don't teach. I
Mm,
understand we're in an accelerated program, but and most of us come from like, oh, you got a bachelor's degree. Some of them got masters. Like, one of the girls in our group, she used to be a teacher at FAMU, and she decided to change it all up. So I was like, oh, okay, but like, I, teach me as if I don't know nothing. Don't teach me because
yeah.
we have backgrounds in certain things. Like,
And that's the one thing I hate. Like, that was another thing going to grad school. Like, I remember one of my teachers, bruh, she was so sickening. It was my nutrition one. I turned in something. I ain't gonna lie, it was not up to par. Cause I low key, I didn't forget about the assignment, but I was like, oh, this is nutrition. Like I took nutrition before. It's gonna be.
hmm
So I wasn't really like putting all my eggs in that basket for her. I was like,
yeah,
it'll be easy class. And because I had another nutrition class at Liberty, which was stupid easy, I'm thinking it's gonna be the same thing. She was like, it's not graduate school material, this, that, and I'm like, girl, this is supposed to be the easy class. What are you doing?
yeah.
Like, bruh. I was like, oh my god. So now I really got locked in with her too. On top of the other two I'm already locked into. And it's like they teach, but it's just like you just doing the overview.
hmm
It's our responsibility to like, read the chapters and all that other good stuff. But it's just sometimes like I gotta hear it. And like if you
Yeah.
just break it down a little more, you know what I'm saying?
Like, our med surge class,
Mm-hmm.
this was the breaking point for our whole cohort. Mind you, I told you we started off with almost 100.
Yeah.
We lost 40 people to that class last semester because the professor did not teach. Literally, he'd come into class. You could already tell he don't want to be there. We had two of them. One of
Mm-hmm.
them, he just didn't want to teach. He'd rather, oh, y'all can listen to Panoptos and then we could talk about it in class. We never did that. I don't watch videos. Teach me in class so I can ask questions while I'm there, not,
Yeah.
oh, let me write these questions down, then come back to you later. And the next week is the exam. So who is it helping?
Mm-hmm.
So the other one had him for peds too. He'd come in. Okay, so like y'all learned some of this in foundation, so I'm not going to teach it again, but you should know that this is what happens, and we're going to keep it moving.
I'm gonna be like, bruh, I done took like two classes since then. Like I don't I remember foundations, but I don't remember foundations. You like how
Yeah.
me?
So then he did it in peds too. Like, I just didn't understand. Like, he come into class and I'm like, bro, I'm finna leave. Like, I pack up my stuff and leave. Like, I'd rather teach myself than to sit in that class and listen to you tell me that I learned this last semester when I
Mhm.
barely passed. Like, they had to curb our final exam so bad because everybody failed. Nobody was making it to third semester with how everybody did on the final.
And that's gonna
Literally,
make their program look bad.
yeah. So, like, I came out with a 66 on the final. I said, listen, the
I ain't gonna
lowest I could have got was a 50. I
word.
said, okay.
I'll take
Other
it.
girls, yeah, other girls came out of there crying. I'm like, that is so sad. Like, we lost 40 people and you don't think nothing wrong with that. Then go email us, talk about so we looked at your final grades and, we gave some points back because some questions, no, because you knew you was wrong and you ain't want nobody to fail. That's on you, not on me. Give
Oh
me
god.
my 80 and let me go.
You went from a 66 to an 80? I know that's right. Ooh,
This is
that curve I'm talking about.
there's no way. Like, and then just like the whole thing in general, like after we had him in peds, And like one of our professors was retiring, so like she wanted to see us more. We ain't never seen that man again. The whole rest of the semester. He been up in his office. They have another cohort. They're in one. So like he'll help teach them, but we don't see him no more. And I'm quite okay with that. But don't come in fourth semester thinking you have to teach me. And I'm trying to graduate. Like I have a job lined up. Do not do that to me. Uh-uh.
I'm telling you, like, it throws the whole off, bro. Like when I was towards the end of my semester, um, I was like, bruh, because it takes so long to put them grades in, and I'm
Yeah.
like, am I graduating or what? Like, what's going on?
That
And
part, because Raymond Thompson, USC, and not exercise science, anatomy and physiology, I still got it out for him. Don't get me
why?
started. That's why I didn't graduate when I thought I graduated.
Because he put it in so late.
So let's rewind. Let's rewind. We're in 2021, December, right for graduation. I said, all my LS said, like, y'all, like, I think I passed. Like, I feel good about this exam. Graduation, it was the day before graduation.
Uh-huh.
I see Blackboard grades pop up. See, and D, I needed a C to pass. You mean to tell me I put in my graduation application, y'all accepted it?
Yeah,
My
and
name,
bruh, that's what be
yeah,
killing me. Like, bruh, at least do it as pending or something. Like this,
yeah.
because you playing mind games with me at this point, bruh.
My name is on the little booklet. I walk across the stage happy.
Mm-hmm.
My mama knew at that point because like I literally called her crying because I was like, what am I supposed to do? I thought I was graduating.
Yeah.
Talked to my advisor. She was like, well, you could put in a petition. I put in a petition. They denied it. So she was like, well, you could take these 2 extra classes to turn your BS to a BA and you be good to go. I had to take anthropology and something else. I'm like, this is so stupid to me. Like, y'all could have accepted that petition. Y'all
Yeah.
saw I tried. I took the first, that was the second AMP.
Mm-hmm.
First time I took it, I think it was, we had transition, like COVID happened. So, like, we went from being in person online.
And that's
Second,
how I messed up in epidemiology. Because when we was in person, I was doing perfectly fine, and then COVID hit. Girl, I failed the class.
yeah, so I'm like, y'all
Because
need to
I
give,
mean, I failed, but I got a D. So it was like, bruh, it was just the way they were doing it. Like I had no idea what
hmm
I had no idea what I was doing. And I understand like it was a rough time because the professors didn't know what they were doing either. But
yeah.
bruh, this was like, and that's another class I had to retake in the summer. I was like, this was such a waste of time. It's like, bruh.
And I'm just like, you see me, like, I literally was in his office all the time because I'm like, okay, explain this to me. Like, show me the answers I got wrong in my exam. The second time I took it, I think my granddaddy had died. So, like, it was just a whole lot of emotions going on. So I'm like, I can't focus on the classes. Like, I sent my emails out to all my professors, like, no, just have everything in by like 4 days. It was like, it wasn't a lot of time like everybody else that gave me. And I was just like,
Like,
okay.
okay, are you trying to like prove a point or something? Like, dang.
Yeah. So then the third time I took it, so I was online and
How they got you. That's how they got you.
I was doing okay. I wasn't doing that. Ooh. But I got into a little predicament with the academic board and well honor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean I ain't gonna say it wasn't bad because like that was the first time I ever did something like that. But I just had to they made us watch TED Talks. We did like 3 essays, and then we had to do a video saying like how we felt bad about it. Like like not
Bruh.
expect that. I thought
How
this
old
was
are they? How old?
yeah. I thought this was gonna suspend my ass or expel me. I was like, oh my god, like.
And you was living life on the edge. You
And
was
then
wild.
the gag was I get into my meeting with the academic person that I had, and I think I had something up. I think I was sitting in my living room. We had like our flag up. And he said, oh, you Greek? I said, yeah. He said, oh, me too. So, we started chit chatting. And he
Okay.
was like, yeah, I went to Winthrop. I said, oh, I went to Winthrop my first year too. He was like, we're not talking nothing academic. You get to the end of the meeting. So, we found you at fault, like you're guilty for what you did. I said, bro,
I,
what?
I thought we would make a connection. Like we just,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like I thought we was gonna make some shit. I thought we was gonna hold me down. Real.
Yeah.
Why are we gonna reminisce about all these good times?
And then you go, we found you guilty. Okay.
Now see, okay, I'm not Greek, but I was always told that before you try to, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Try to get your GPA as high as possible. So what happened? Was your GPA high, or was you just like what happened with that?
So, like, my GPA was high. I want
Hmm.
to say it was. I don't remember what it was when I applied, but like, I don't. But like, once you get in and like everything's cool, dandy, like you still gotta do your classes. Like, just
Yeah,
because you got like, and I think with us having COVID and everything, like
yeah.
trying to do like it was kind of like letting up. Like we had classes on campus, and then most of them were still online. So it was like, okay, transitioning from only being at home, only computer to, okay, I'm kind of sort of on campus having classes and doing them online and trying to keep up with everything else going on. But GPA was good before, everything. So that's all that matters. But
But I thought I was about to get expelled. I'm like, what? Whoa!
because like the way it happened, it was like maybe three of us. Mine was the worst because it was like our last assignment, and I was like, he ain't gonna pay no attention to it. Let me just submit this. I only changed like a couple of words. So
Wait, so, but was this plagiarism? Yo,
yeah, let me tell you, I literally did not care. I said I'm about to graduate.
that's how. But that's how you know because I did that same thing in grad.
Like I was like, okay, but
You
like,
so tired. You be like, man, they're not gonna know this. And you know, like if this was when you were more fresh, you'd be like, no, I'm not doing that. Like I'm bucking.
yeah,
But
no, I'm over it. It's time to go.
word, like I don't care no more. And then they said, I got lucky though. I got lucky because I so basically kind of had the same assignment for a different class. That's all grad school is, bruh. It's the same thing over and over and over. So I kind of it was like a very very similar assignment with a different class. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I can just submit the program that I did for the other one. I ain't changed nothing. Now, girl, that he was like, I got a 99.9% plagiarism.
Mine was not that hard. I maybe got like an 80%.
So it was like, I was like, oh God, okay. So I was like, can I redo the assignment? It was like, yeah, but you're gonna get 10%. I'm like, girl, bump the little 10%. I promise you, I'm a dumb out on this one. I think I got like I think I got like an 85 on it or 80.
But yeah, because like one of the girls emailed him and
Mm-hmm.
he said he don't care for that. It's the last assignment. He wasn't looking for it. It was the TAs. I
Yeah.
said, y'all are federal. Like, why y'all looking for that? Let me submit this assignment and go. Because he was like, from the email that he sent the other girl, he was more so like, yeah, like, I truly didn't care. Like, y'all about this almost graduation. Like, it's the
Wow.
last assignment.
But them TAs, like, it's a hit or miss. Because some TAs, I done had some cool TAs. Like, I mean, super cool.
Yeah.
Other ones, like you said, they'd be the feds. Like, bro, why? Like, you are a student. You know what it's like. Like,
And
why are you so pressed?
it's not that serious. Like, it's the last assignment. I understand plagiarism is wrong. Do not do it. But I was on my last leg. I just wanted to get out.
Mm-mm-mm.
But
Yeah.
after that, I said, y'all won't catch me again. I
Um,
can't. Mm-mm.
but I plagiarism, you gonna be caught every time, every single time.
And then at MUSC, like, they just like started incorporating chat GPT into like the syllabus. Now, mind you, one of our classes, they let us use it, but like you have to have the reference behind it. So I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. Now this ain't happening to me. I
Uh,
wasn't playing with that. One of the boys, one of my classes,
mhm.
yeah, he had a whole, everybody's emailing him. He had to get us to like co-sign for him. Like, he wasn't doing that awesome. I don't know what he was doing, but like, he was a cool dude. I
Yeah,
said, okay, I'll help you out, whatever. But like, it came down to the end of it, and the professor was just like, yeah, you should have put like your references or whatever. Like, don't just copy paste what you did from out of Chat GPT. Cool,
that's
cool.
bruh. Okay, so we didn't have ChatGPT in undergrad.
Yeah.
Cause when I first heard about it, I was like, "What are y'all talking about? Like, what is this?" And then I didn't start using it because I didn't know about it until the end of grad school, like the last semester. So I went like, "Boy, boy, if I had this at US,
Listen, couldn't tell me nothing.
you could not tell me nothing." I went, so it's click, 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 and toot, and I would, but that's the thing, I would always put a reference behind it because there's no
Mm-hmm.
way to get all this information and just like, where'd you get it from? Like,
Exactly.
because not all of this is gonna be in the PowerPoint, and I'm not gonna lie, not all of it's gonna be in the book either. So where's this information coming from? So, bro, you gotta put a reference behind it. But girl, I went from doing. When it comes to papers, I was straight. Like, do a paper, bruh. Like, no problem.
I can't. Mm-mm.
It no problem. That math, Houston, we have a problem. But the papers, uh, dude. Only thing is, like, I used to procrastinate. But once I lock in, I'm straight.
Yeah, see, that was me.
But I won't be doing a paper in, like, maybe an hour to, like, 30 minutes.
See,
And it'll be slight work. I'll be like, bro, Chat GPT, these children got it easy. Oh, my God. I
because I
got it.
started using that, and I think P's, like, she made us fill out this long ass study guide. It was no help for anything. But like, she was like, don't use the PowerPoints for to find your answers. Don't copy and paste out of the book. So I'm like, where we supposed to be getting
I
our
must,
answers
like, I
from?
can't PowerPoint. And I can't use a reference from the book. And just put the reference in the.
So I said, fuck all that. I took the answers out her PowerPoints. I went in the book and I put my little in citations. Chat GBT was for the little boxes I needed.
Yeah.
Like, and I got 100 on it because at that point I was like, I had 24 pages.
Hmm.
You're not finna read through all of that. You're
Well,
finna see if I got references and keep it
I'm not
moving.
how you got for. Well, I mean, because he didn't put the reference. That's how he got. But it's like, bruh, there's no way that you can like find out if somebody was using ChatGPT because it gives you like literally. For those who don't know who ChatGPT is, right? And let's say I don't know, I want to write a paper about exercise physiology stress testing we used in high schools to combat like the cardiac problems that these young athletes have been having lately. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I could do a introduction to exercise physiology and stress testing. Boo, boo, boo. And a bunch of different responses. Now type in again introduction for exercise physiology and stress testing. It's going to give me a bunch of different responses from the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So you can never really say like, oh, you use this like how you would like in a book or another person's paper because it's gonna be completely different. It may have like the same words, but the wording will be different. Or it may have similar wording, but it'll use completely different. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like,
Yeah,
how can you get caught up for real using this? Like, I
that's
don't
what I'm saying.
like it gonna
Like,
be different prompt every time.
I don't understand it because they be trying to threaten us like, the turn it in mechanism when y'all turn y'all papers in, it can read for AI now.
They lying.
Hey, read for that AI when I submitted that paper.
They're lying. Niggas trying to scare them people. Listen, kids, use G. Just use your references. Because they get you. You just got to be smart with it.
Yeah. That's why I don't understand why we get caught. Now, me getting caught, that was on me. I was being dumb and lazy. But now, they got the resources, like, use it.
Exactly. Like, bro, these kids got, because they got Chat GPT, they got what a Starry AI, whatever that thing is. Like, they have
Yeah.
all the, plus the stuff that we had, like, with them Cliff Notes and all that. I don't have all of that.
And
There's
now Quizlet comes with AI now. You gotta pay for Quizlet. Who who does that?
you gotta pay for Cliff.
Yes, to get like certain stuff. So I'm on Quiz, and they got ads now. When Quizlet ever had ads? I'm
And
on Quiz
hurting everywhere because
on Quizlet, and this thing says, "Do you want me to create a study guide for you? Create a study guide. When y'all start doing this?"
Quizlet in high school, when you clutch, when Beethoven and all that, we was going over English clutch.
Okay, undergrad. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and put my little flashcards. Y'all wasn't giving me no study guide.
Bruh, that's crazy.
I said,
Wow.
this is wild. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's another thing. Okay, so you know how they be saying like in a couple years, bachelor's not gonna mean nothing. Like it's gonna be the master's, and then probably gonna be the same thing with masters. Like, okay, you're gonna need a doctorate because that's
hmm
athletic training. Athletic training was a bachelor's program, and then they made the transition to where now everybody it's a master's program, and they started to do that with other like science based programs. So it's just like, bro, is the degree going to be like, I mean, of course, if you're a doctor or engineer, I mean, even some engineers don't have degrees, but like certain things like a lawyer, you're going to need a degree.
yeah,
But like, other than a job where you have to like read books and this, that, and third, it's like, are you going to need like, are you really going to need one? I mean, you're not saying you need one now, but like,
yeah.
really going to be worth it for real in the future.
That's that's why I'm like, I wish more schools push like, trade stuff because like trades are, I feel like, have more value to them than when you get a 4-year degree and you like, okay, what
Yeah.
am I supposed to do now? Go back to school so I can actually get a job that pays for real, or like me, go back to school again to get another bachelor's degree just to be a nurse. But I'm just like, after this one, y'all ain't gonna see me again. Maybe like 10 years from now when I go back to NP school or something. But right now, I will be okay with this bachelor's in nursing
Bruh.
so I can start working.
Cause my some you gonna try and get your doctorate next. My
No.
you me? My what? Um no, no. Unless my
Uh-uh.
and even then I would have to think about like, bruh, I'm gonna do this again. Like, yo,
Mm-mm.
I don't know about that one, sir. But not for real, like, and you do see more high schools are like I went to West Ashley,
Mm-hmm.
Wildcats, and like they I think they have like this new if they added on this building or still adding it on to the school, and it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like a trade center because we had when I was school we had the completed program. So if you were like that's like health science or exercise science and you completed like exercise science 1, 2, and 3 or whatever or sports medicine 1, 2, and 3, then
Mm-hmm.
you like completed thing. And the same thing for the health sciences, culinary, nail tech, so one early childhood development stuff like that. So you could also get credits towards, college, or you can get certified and different things. Like the girls, they would be doing nail tech at school and work at the nail salons after school, making money.
Yes.
And then like the girls and the guys that were doing culinary, they could just go to Trident basically for free
Mm-hmm.
for culinary and already have certain credits. So and that's why like when it's closed schools down like Garrett and
Yeah.
that basically had all of that stuff. Like they had air, they had welding, um, uh, what was it, electrical work and all that stuff.
So,
And it's
yeah.
down because like just because of the county and stuff that is in, they don't just have the money for it, which I feel is dumb. Like when you take trades out of schools, you taking away people's like options.
Yeah, because a lot of people can't, like, not can't do school, but like, you
It's just
know,
them.
yeah. And so I'm like, they gotta have other options, and like that's why I like Trident too. Like when I graduated and I came back home and I was just sitting around like going on a Trident website and seeing how many like free programs that they give for you to do, and like I think it's like workforce or something like that. It's something off of like in Hanahan where you could go there and like apply for stuff and they'll pay for you to like take certain tests or whatever. Like you get a whole free certificate to go do something that you actually want to do. Like,
And that's what I'm saying, like, bro, because think about all the people who went to college with us and like after freshman year going.
exactly.
Like going because they realized like some people was just partying too much. Some people
Hmm.
I don't know what I want to do, which is normal. You still kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
And then other people was just like, I just don't want to be here. Like I just don't want to be here. So I feel like that's just a big part. Like if I was a dude, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of women. It's
Yeah.
guys, I ain't one of them type. Of, sorry, but bruh, I was a dude. Oh my god, because like, I
I
remember,
pick up welding, carpentry,
come
all
on,
that.
like I remember our job, our toilet broke down, bruh. This man, he said this is like his second toilet of the week, and he had already made like uh was it 1,600 for the week alone, or like 2,000 just off of two toilets.
And that is crazy.
I was like, hey, y'all, like, I'll get to work on that toilet. I'll make it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? It's like, and that's a trade. Even meat cutting is a trade.
I was just like, it's so crazy. But I think like being that, black young people, like my mama always pushed me, go get
Yes.
your degree because like you need that, all these other
Are
people
you
don't have to.
are you first gen?
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Carrying the family on your back. Oh
Like
my
you gotta do something like I'm like, mommy, like you finna be stressed out like I'm stressed out because I'm gonna
yes.
call you every day because you wanted me to get this degree. Love her for it because I got the degree and I'll get another one. But like stress, like
Yeah.
I have anxiety so bad, like I just out this world
Mm-hmm.
over a piece of paper that I
Over
can't do nothing with.
and nothing with. And that's another thing, like I was always one of them cool, laid back people. Like I'd be like, if
Hmm.
it happen, if it don't, it don't. But once you get in that adult world and you try to make some shit with that degree, all that being laid back, you kind of be like, I can't wait for it to happen. Like
Yeah.
I gotta like, hey, just checking in from our previous interview. I just want you,
Hmm.
hey, just like you gotta make it happen. You got
Absolutely.
and like shout out to all the first generation students because bruh, you really
Go
are put
through it.
your back like bruh, because mom didn't go to school, my dad didn't go to school. He went to Trident like later on in life.
Hmm.
Both all my grandparents, none of them, and my brother's like, yeah, that nah, and then my little sister, nah. So and then my stepsister, nah, no, she did try it, but she didn't finish it. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, bruh, like everybody is always looking at you, like everybody, and like they just gonna do this, they just gonna do that, and it was like, I'm not even gonna lie, like when it was hard for me to get a job, like I knew it wasn't my fault, but you feel like you letting the family down, cause like, bruh, like you know, they done so happy that you did school, you graduated,
Yeah.
and when you don't get that job, it's like, bruh, like it's not even just you're not even looking about yourself no more. It's like, bruh, like, I don't want them to be disappointed. Like I did all of this,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So that was it's just you. All I gotta keep going for me for the family.
Cause I was like, when I came home, I was applying everywhere. And like jobs will call me back and they'd be like, oh well, it was one job, it was like in Mount Pleasant or something. They was paying nice. That's the only reason I looked at Mount Pleasant. And that I'm not driving my
That's
happy ass all the way over there.
out the way.
Yeah, so she was like, oh yeah, we looked at your application, it was good. But then we realized like you needed something else. I'm like, that's not what you said on the phone the other day when you was telling me to get ready for my interview. So now I'm confused. So
Yeah.
then like when what middle school, maybe not middle school, high school, like I was always working three jobs. I was known to have more than one job.
Bruh, always them boys, they be getting on my neck. They be like, bruh, you work like a Jamaican. You work like a
Okay,
Mexican.
yes.
I like, yes, because if I don't, that stuff is not gonna get handled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like I went back to working what I worked retail when I came back because I had worked at Under Armour, I worked at Yeti, I used to work at Target, I was at Whole Foods, I used to work at this little trampoline place where I was like, I did everything under the sun. But like after doing all that, you kind of just like, okay, I want something different. I don't like retail
Yeah.
during the holiday season no more. I can't do it.
I remember ever Black Friday ever again.
Okay, never again. I used to go to sleep, then wake up that next morning to come in. Like I went 7 to 3, 3 to 7, 7 to 3. Like I can't do it no more. Working
Yep.
at Yeti, it was cool. Like we just doing cups, coolers, maybe got like a few clothing pieces. The parking downtown is awful. If it wasn't awful,
I'm
I'd
working
still
at
be working there.
downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
But listen, the discount was worth it. It was like 60% off. I came home with a new cup every day, and my last day there, I
Selling them.
snagged me a cooler.
I would have been selling. I got the
Cause
jetty, $30. Like I
I'm
was
like
flipping them.
$10 for a cup. That's like $50. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fine.
like I keep cool connections with like all my past managers. So like I text somebody like, look, you need somebody during holiday season, like I'm good to go, like I'm here. Oh yeah, you gotta put another application, but you be hired on the spot, like no issues. But now I'm just like, I don't want to go back to none of them. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to get through nursing school without a job, really, because like I work for Roper as like an MA and like the Express Cares, but the Express Cares just got bought out by somebody else. So like starting in I think February, if we want to do that, we have to reapply through them, have to go through the interview process and I'm not doing all that. But then I have to work in primary care. I don't have the schedule for primary care. Come
Yeah.
January, I am on whoever nurse schedule they put me on. So I'll be working 3 days a week. I don't know which 3 days I'm gonna be in there, but
Yeah, we
can't
working
even
it.
work. Yeah, and I can't have a job at this point. So she was just like, oh well, y'all can do nurse extern after your first rotation is over with. And we gotta get 144 hours. So what? That's I can't do quick math, but that's like I think 12 weeks. However that work out, it's how that work out. But I'm just like, that's $16 an hour. I'm dropping in pay to come work for y'all because I can't find a
They only
job within my thing. Huh?
they only giving y'all 16?
An hour, yeah. Because we're nurse externs. Hey,
Bruh.
what y'all paying them? I'm a nurse too at this
Oh
point.
God. At least y'all 19 or at least.
Something.
Well, at least you got Roper. Because okay, Roper MUSC, take me there. Trident, bruh, I don't care if we on Ranto, I don't care if we by these creek.
Do not
Don't
take me to Trident.
try to die. Just kill me now. I'm not going to Trident, bro.
Do not take me
Everybody,
there.
oh my lord, everybody I know that went to Trident either died,
Mm.
had some type of incident while they were there, or came out worse than they came in.
Go ahead and take that drive downtown.
I
Drop me
don't
off at the Roper or MUSC entrance. I don't care which one you do. Just do
care.
not take me to Trident.
Try take me to try. I promise you, I will jump out this ambulance right now. Right. I so much. Cause she don't take me to Trident. Don't take me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Bro.
And that's why I'm like, I think they got something going on because like in January starts like the nurse blitz or whatever for like new grads. So like we can
Girl,
apply for May
do it.
and try to be trying to, hey, like, we're doing bonuses, like,
I bet you are. I bet you are. Cause
I'm okay,
no,
thanks though.
no way.
And then I had a patient, she came in and, we were just talking.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, yeah, I moved from like New York or whatever. And I was doing a travel agency. And she got placed in Trident as a nurse. You know how many patients this lady had at one time?
At one,
At one time, this lady had 8 patients. You cannot give care to all 8 patients.
no, not in one shift. Especially depending on the problem they got. I'd have been like, patient number one, I need you to get some ice chips for patient number two.
Too exactly.
I need you to get some warm blankets for patient number four.
And
Patient
I'm
number
just like,
walk, so I need you to stay in your room.
yeah,
Like,
like, no. I'm like, the
we
most
don't
I've seen is
worry
like 4.
crazy, bruh.
And that's
That's
probably why Trident got the reputation they got. Why y'all
yeah,
got one nurse on 8 patients?
girl. My uncle was there. He was like, this is when he was like in his last stages for real,
Mm-hmm.
bro. My granny was like, because he kept saying his arm was hurting. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" He was like, "I don't know." Cause she was CNA, so she was like, "Well, let me look at it." Why he still had a needle on his arm?
Anyway,
It's not
anyway,
how funny.
it's not, but it's like,
It's like, bro, why he
how
still got
y'all ain't see that?
arm? He still had an IV in his arm. You would have thought this man was shooting up or something.
Yeah. No, the way yeah, I'm finna sue y'all asses real
I'm gonna
bad.
sue. I'm gonna sue. And girl, complete love to sue. He was suing. My God.
Oh my
But
gosh.
on God, like if I say, I don't care, I don't care. Don't take me to Trident. I will blow this ambulance up. Oh God, don't take me. Don't take. And I got so much other stories than that. I don't want to throw Trident under the bus, but y'all suck. So I'm not even gonna embarrass y'all no more. So many other stuff.
That's
And these are people
that's
I
crazy.
know. Like I know person went to the hospital to go see him and everything. I'd be like, oh, oh.
Look around.
I was like, and normally I don't even do that type of stuff. I don't like when I go to rest. I don't be paying attention. But that was like looking a little Friday the 13th in here. My God, Jesus, please be a fence all around. But to give advice to anybody who is a nurse or is a nursing student or is thinking about taking this role, what would you give them? I mean, what would you tell them?
I can't even tell you because I don't even have advice for myself. See, like, if you do it, like, go in with good intentions because there's people in our class that, like, you can tell, yeah, they just there for that and, like, they don't care.
Nope.
Or,
And
like, this is
I,
just a stepping stone for them
yep.
to get to, oh, they want to be a CRNA. Okay, that's cool, but like you actually have to care for patients too. Like when you become a CRNA, your life is on the line as well because if you kill that patient, that's on you.
Oh
You're
my
going
Lord.
to prison, not jail. Like I'm sorry, like
No,
mm-mm.
like a lot of people, they just do it for the money. Like when I was looking at this PT clinic, and like you really have to care about these people.
Yeah,
Have some type of empathy and ethics and moral value. Like you have to, because for one, you'll get burnt out,
yeah,
and then it's like they're going to tell. Like their patients will be like, "Oh, I don't want to work with her. Can I work with you?" Like they will feel it. Like
yeah,
you have to, bro. It's just not gonna work.
yeah. And then like once you there, like find your people. Like it didn't take us long to find our people because it's us. But like
Yeah.
make sure like the people you're around aren't trying to compete with you because
Yeah.
Nursing school is not a competition. I promise you. We learned that first semester, like everybody, oh, what'd you get? What'd you get? Okay, well, can you help me since you understood that? Like, I don't
So
get this.
come on
Help me
now.
with, yeah, like we spent, me and two other girls from like my first clinical group, we spent hours in the library. We would get up early in the morning just to get there before an exam to make sure we all understood what was going on. Like, no issues, no problems. But like when you go in with the mindset of, oh, I'm just here for the money, like I'm here for myself, like you not gonna be working by yourself. Like you're working on the floor with
Yeah.
other people that you have to collaborate with, not only other nurses, but doctors, physicians, like dietary, not dietitian, but dietary, physical therapy, OT, like is a whole other world. But
It's,
like I don't know. I just seeing stuff that you see every day. Like once you get in the hospital and in the classroom, you just kind of be like, "Why are you here? Like, why did you want to be a nurse? Why did you want
yeah.
to be a doctor?"
Either their family, they're like have a bunch of nurses, doctors, or it's the money. And that'd be
Or
the thing. You always hear that, and you be like, "Yeah, I knew it." Like you have.
yeah, that's like I'll never forget this. This is what traumatized me for like the rest of my nursing career. I had a patient. She was, oh, a little overweight. She was like big, big, but they put her in a bariatric bed. She just didn't want to get up and move. She was kind of depressed. So I was like, okay, I'll go in there, talk to her. Her husband had stuff to do. The doctor comes in while we're on break because we had a cold. I ain't never seen a cold before, but I was stressed. I'm in the
I,
hallway like,
I have crazy,
like
crazy.
I'm like, okay. Because like I heard the beeping and like, sir, mister. He wasn't responding. One of the guys in my group went in there to start CPR. I said, you brave because
Word.
I'm in the hallway looking, my patient down the hallway crying because ain't nobody tending her. I'm like, well, we have like an emergency and
Yes.
everybody has to, you
They
know.
should go back in your room. Go back in
So
your room.
I had to lunch. And like she had got some bad news. I didn't know what the bad news was. I come back and she is bawling. Like she don't want to talk to nobody. So I go to my nurse and I'm like, what happened? Like I've only been gone for 30 minutes, if that. So the doctor came in and told her that she was gonna die. That wasn't even the case. He could have been like, okay, if you don't take the right steps, this is where it's going to lead to. Because, like I said, she wasn't
Oh,
like
so you're
severely. Oh,
get the. You're gonna.
yeah.
Dang.
He just came in and said, yeah, so you're gonna die. Like, who taught you bedside manner?
See.
She, and like she had already felt bad. She was just like, I just don't feel like a person anymore. Like that's how bad it was. So, like, I'm in there talking to her, trying to help. I'm with the other tech because it was like one black tech on the floor. So me and her was buddy. She, Kayla, you want to come help me do this? Yeah. I'm not doing nothing, of course. So we tried
Mm,
to give her a bed bath. And she was like, no, I want my husband to do it. The husband was tired. He was exhausted. He trying to work from in the cafeteria downstairs, coming back. She yelling at him. I'm so sorry. Like, if there's anything you want me to do personally for you, like, I'm good with that. But it was
yeah.
just like,
It's
after
rough.
that, yeah, after that, I said, yeah, it gotta be a different approach to talking to people. Like, cause walking in and telling somebody they're gonna die, and he was awkward with it. Like, he he tried to do like physical touch, like like oh rub your back. He was like like stroking her foot, and I was like,
What?
just go ahead and leave because you're making me uncomfortable. Like,
But back to that cold, bruh. I was in radiology, and the hospital they will always announce they'll be like, in whatever department you're in, respiratory, cold flu, cold blue. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So I'm in radiology, and it was like radiology, cold blue. I said, oh, that's us. Like I was like, oh my god, this is my Grey's Anatomy
I'm
moment.
screaming.
I'm like, oh, and that's when one of the ultrasound girls came out. All ultrasound girls always pregnant, but that's another story. But they all pregnant. Like no matter where you at. I don't know what ugly ultrasound won't be doing that, but get off of them. But
Screaming.
where she's like, cold blue, cold blue. I was like, yo, this is crazy. Cause I'm still like, this is my first time working in the hospital, so I'm very green. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm respiratory coming in, air like everybody from 2 people from each department just come.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I want to come. Let's do this. I see what's going on. Like she caught the person because they passed out. This is a regular routine ultrasound. I don't know like what I can't remember what happened to the patient, but they were fine. They survived. That's why I'm laughing about it. They died. I wouldn't tell the story, but they were. And I was like, wow, this is freaking. I just kept saying that my entire shift. I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I just kept saying the whole time.
And that was
Oh,
the thing, like, we were on a cardiac floor when that happened. So I was already like, okay, let me just stay away from Bruce. Like,
and I
please
was
don't die on me.
yeah, like those were the departments that normally happen. So and it was like radiology. I'm like,
What?
radiology? Did they pass out during the X-ray? Like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, like, yeah. Mm,
Great, but any type of healthcare job or just health science, ish, you gotta stay on your toes. It's not for the weak. I'll tell you that.
oh,
You gotta keep pushing.
oh, baby.
Lord, it can be a lot, but it's also very rewarding, especially seeing
It
your patient
is.
time and
Yeah,
your
like,
clients, even too, but like exercise science, seeing your clients get better over time. It's very rewarding.
yeah, like peds, like I thought I was gonna hate peds, but like my instructor kept me with one patient like the whole time. Cause at first I was like, oh, I do not like this lady. I don't want to be here. But like after taking care of him like that second time, because he had left after that first week I was
Yeah,
there. He left and came back because something happened. I was like, oh, you back? No, talk to me. No, talk to me. I said, don't you being sassy with me?
talk to
And
me.
then it's like, okay, because this is not what we do. And so then the third time I saw him, it was Halloween. And he loved Halloween. He dressed up as Popeye. He was running around the hallways. Like that, I felt like that was so rewarding because like I could see like the progression of him getting better over time. And so
Yeah.
like maybe I think the last day we were on peds, I had to pull out in the OR and like he came back and he was worse. And I'm like, I just saw you like a couple weeks ago. You was doing fine. You was about to get discharged. Like that hurt my heart. But like,
It really do flip. It's like, dang, what happened?
yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to be nosy, but like,
Yeah, I feel like
hmm.
yeah.
But so I'm excited for next chapter because I will be. Well, my preceptorship is in mother baby postpartum, and that was the one. Oh, you talk about running round. The lady they had me with, I thought, postpartum, I was gonna be chilling. They about to get discharged, like they just had their baby.
Mm.
Miss Girl had me running. I didn't wear my compression socks that day. I literally got home and I just laid down. I said, "Mommy, don't talk to me right now." I like
It's
whole body hurting.
aching.
Like, and all we doing was checking babies. Like they were overcrowded. Like the whole floor was full. I think it's like 30, 50, no, it's like 70 beds on that side because it's like antepartum, postpartum. But postpartum, we had like 6 babies. We didn't have the mothers. So we didn't have no couplets, just the babies. Checking on babies is exhausting. Like, please poop. Please make sure your poop is the right color. Please don't. I hope you don't have jaundice because now we got to do a whole nother set of stuff for you. Like, and then don't let the mama be discharged and the baby not discharged, or the baby be discharged and the mama not discharged because now people trying to sneak out the hospital with their babies. We had that happen. I said, Lord Jesus, the alarm finna go off on the baby little foot tag. Too much.
Why killing your baby?
Because like the departments, they don't communicate well together. So for you to discharge my baby, but
Yeah, and
I have not been discharged, I'm still
yeah,
laying in this bed.
yeah.
Come on, I'm ready to go. Just
Girl.
if my husband come up them steps and take my baby, we're gonna have another issue. Cause why am I still here?
Wow. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, like. So we gonna see what happens this time around. Hopefully, I don't have no issues like that because Jesus be offense.
Please, all around. But
Uh-uh.
that was another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto. I gotta have you back on, man. I gotta.
I gotta bring my other friends because, like, I'm meeting them in a couple minutes to talk
Okay,
y'all.
yes.
Next time, we gonna have all of them, all the girlies.
Yeah. But until next time.